Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? Was your day productive enough? So yesterday I gave you guys an assignment as well. Do you guys remember that? I gave you guys an assignment yesterday. Did you guys do that assignment? Please let me know. I gave you guys an assignment yesterday, guys. Did you guys complete that assignment? Please let me know, guys. Yes. The assignment was just to revise everything that we have learned in yesterday's class. That was the revision that you had to do for the assignment itself. Guys, see, when you're learning something, try to take out half hour or even 15 minutes. Should be more than enough to just do a mental revision for the class. Okay, so what did we study? How did we study that? What did we do? How did we do that? Just a quite a small mind map that you are able to create to do the revision is also more than sufficient. When you're doing the revision itself, it is much more easy when you're coming to the next class to understand the topics itself, guys. So make sure, guys, that you guys are doing the revision out of the stuff itself. Okay, great. So could you guys let me know what have we studied in yesterday's class? Could you guys let me know just a quick revision for today's class, guys? What have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Could you guys let me know? Could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? We studied about React, React DOM, JSX, Vanilla JS, Hello World program in React JS. That's great. We also started out with HTML as well. I told you guys what is the meaning behind the term markup language, if you guys remember that. We also learned about the fact that HTML is a markup language, and we learned about one of its tags, that one of its elements called as the h1 tag. Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. Do you guys remember it? Please let me know, guys. Nishant Wale, sir, I didn't get the certificate of DevTown of previous bootcamp Google Drive clone, but I have submitted the project of Google Drive clone, so can I get the certificate? Nishant Wale, if you have submitted the project in the deadline itself, there was a deadline for the submission of the project. If you have done the project submission within the deadline itself, then you must be getting the certificates. You don't have to worry about it. Just check your spam email. Sometimes the certificates land up in the spam email. You need to check that. Even then also, if you are facing any issues, then along with the proof of the 7 days of attendance, as well as the timing at which you submitted your project and the project itself, send it to us on certificate, no s, okay, single certificate @ devtown.in, and somebody from our team will be able to look into it. Okay, great. I'm feeling better, guys. Not worry about it. So, keeping that in mind, guys, let us continue with the little bit small things that are there inside of HTML. So, I will take 15 to 20 minutes at max to cover up the basics of HTML, guys. Let us sort that up, and then let's continue with our class, guys. So, give me 2 seconds. Let me open up Paint right over here and your live chat as well. So, let me open up the live chat. We'll take 15 to 20 minutes, guys, to cover up the entire like basics of HTML that we need to know. Okay, and we'll continue from right over there. Okay, so right over here, guys, like I've already told you, yesterday we looked into the h1 tag, right? Do you guys remember that? The opening and the closing h1 tag. Whatever we write in between these two tags, it will come up as big and bold, guys. Right? Do you guys remember it? Please let me know, guys. Do you guys remember it? Please let me know. Great. So in a similar way, there are a lot many number of tags that are there inside of HTML. For example, there's one tag called as the paragraph tag or the P tag. If you're using the paragraph tag or the P tag, whatever you are writing in between the two, the opening P tags, that is the opening paragraph tag and the closing paragraph tag, that will be shown on your website as a paragraph itself. Okay, that will be shown to you guys as a paragraph itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So there are various different tags. Each tag has its very own use case as well. For example, the H1 tag makes everything big and bold. The paragraph tag makes everything as a paragraph itself. In a similar manner, for example, when you used to go from your school to your from your home. So this is your home, guys. Okay, so this is your home. Okay, H-O-M-E, home. And this is your school. Okay, this is your school itself. So when you used to go from your home to your school itself, you need to carry up your lunch that you're going to eat inside of the school, right? So what did you used to do? Did you used to carry up the roti, that is the bread and the curry in your hands, like hot bread and hot curry in your hands, and then go to the school itself? You guys used to do that? Like your mother will just cook the food for you and then pour the hot boiling food directly in your hands, and that is how you used to carry your food from your home to the school? No, right? What did you used to do? What did you used to do, guys? You used to carry something called as a tiffin box or a lunch box or something like that, right? And that is where you used to put in your bread, your curry, and then take it up to the school itself, right? You used to use something called as lunch box or a tiffin. Now this lunch box or the tiffin does not make any difference to your food. The food remains the same, right? There's no change in the taste of the food. The texture of the food also remains the same. The color of the food also remains the same. It makes no change inside of the food itself, right? The tiffin is nothing else but just a container to pack your food and take it from your home to school itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. The tiffin is nothing else but just a container. It makes no change to the food that is kept inside of the container itself. It is just used to carry the contents from one place to another. In a similar manner inside of HTML as well. For example, if you're using the H1 tag, it makes things big and bold. It changes the attributes of the things itself. You are using the paragraph tag, it makes things into a paragraph itself. Okay, it makes things into a paragraph itself. But what if I want to carry the H1 tag and the paragraph tag together from one place to another? If I want to carry the H1 tag and the paragraph tag together, think about it as your roti and sabji. Think about it as bread and curry. Okay, if I want to carry it from one place to another itself, I need to pack it up inside of a container. I need to pack it up inside of a tiffin box itself. In that tiffin box, the tiffin box should make no apparent change to the H1 tag and the paragraph tag. And that container, my friends, is called as your div tag. That container is called as the div tag, guys. And that is the tag that we are going to learn about right now. The div tag. So, like I've already said, for example, the H1 tags make things big and bold. The paragraph tag makes things into a paragraph. The div tag makes no difference. Whatever was before, that still remains the same. It makes no difference using a div tag. What a div tag is used for is containerizing things. You can containerize as many number of tags as possible inside of it. You can containerize as many number of tags as possible inside of it. For example, right over here, you can, if I want to do that, so div tag, div opening tag, div closing tag itself, right? Then you are having an H1 tag right over here, H1 tag, then some content, then the closing H1 tag, and then the paragraph tag, some content, and then the closing paragraph tag. Right over here, the div tag has containerized the H1 and the paragraph tag together, guys. Okay, it has containerized the H1 tag and the paragraph tag together. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create our very first component. Okay, our very first component inside of our React.js itself, using this concept of div tags itself. Okay, div tags is a very important concept. That is the reason why I gave you guys a small understanding. If you have still not understood it, just take it easy. Take an example of a tiffin box. Think about div tag as a tiffin box, which is used to containerize other tags that are present inside of HTML. It is as simple as that. Okay, so let us go back to our code itself, guys. Let me open up code sandbox. Oh shit. Fine. You don't need to understand any other concept of HTML, guys. Whatever I'm telling, that is the only thing that you need to understand. Anything more than that, you don't need to know. If you needed to know, I would have explained it right over here. Those who are interested to learn a lot more about HTML and CSS, we are going to conduct another bootcamp just on HTML and CSS as well. There you will be able to understand a lot more about in depth about HTML and CSS. In this bootcamp, whatever is important, whatever amount of information that you need to do React.js, that is what I'm going to teach you guys. Okay, so code sandbox.io, let me open that up right over here. Let me create our collab, no, sorry, not collab, the sandbox from yesterday itself. This is the sandbox that we were using. We don't require this. Let me open up the window in a new panel itself. Let me close this down right over here. We don't require this browser as well. This is the place that we were coding yesterday. Now we need to create our very first component. Now let us assume that I don't just want an h1 tag. I also want a paragraph tag right over here as well. I want to have a paragraph tag right over here as well. For example, right now on our website, there's just an h1 tag. Okay, there's just an h1 tag on our screens. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. There is just an h1 tag on our screen, guys. There is no other tag that is there, right? So what we're going to do is we want to put up a paragraph as well on our screen, guys. For that, let me create a paragraph tag right over here. Let me put up some, this is a hello world app on React.js. Okay, and then a closing paragraph tag. As you're able to see, even if I'm saving this, okay, what to render, I'm giving it up an h1 tag right over here. So this is the h1 tag. In what to render, the first part of the render property, I'm putting up an h1 tag as well as a paragraph tag, guys, as well as a paragraph tag right over here, as you're able to see. Okay, and then I'm putting up where to render it. But this is a very big problem, right, guys? This is a very big problem right over here. So what do we need to do, guys? What do we need to do? If we are going on our website, you will be able to see that we are getting an error right over here that cannot assign to read only property message of object blah 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 blah. Do you want a JSX fragment? The problem that is happening right over here is that what to render. Okay, what do you want to render? You can only render one tag at a time. You cannot render multiple tags right over here, guys. Right now I'm trying to render an h1 tag as well as a paragraph tag, guys. You cannot do that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. You cannot render multiple tags at the same time. You can only render one tag at a time, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. So can you think of a particular method by which I can convert my multiple tags into a single tag? I can have multiple tags and convert it into a single tag. Can you think of any method like that? Please let me know. Can you think of any method like that in which I can convert my multiple tags into a single tag? Basically, if you are having multiple things, just pack it up in a box. Containerize it. So now you are only able to see one giant container instead of multiple small things itself. So if you are able to containerize the h1 tag and the paragraph tag, it will convert into a single div tag. Right over here, as you're able to see, you are having multiple tags that you have containerized in the div tag. So from outside, you are only able to see one tag, that is the div tag. From outside, as from an outer's perspective, you are only able to see one tag, that is the div tag. So we are going to containerize the h1 tag and the paragraph tag together itself. So we'll put it up inside of a div tag, opening div tag. And at the end, we'll put up a closing div tag as well. We're going to save it. So as you're able to see, right now we are rendering not the h1 tag and the paragraph tag. We are rendering a div tag, which contains some shit inside of it. We don't we don't have to bother ourselves with it. But this div tag right now contains multiple tags inside of it. And the div tag, we are going to render it inside of the root. Okay. So we go back to our website. Did I save it? Yeah. If we go back to our website, you are able to see the h1 tag as well as the paragraph tag on our screen. Are you guys able to see it? Please let me know, guys. You are able to see the h1 tag as well as the paragraph tag on your screen, guys. Are you guys able to see it or not? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see it? Please let me know, guys. Great. The next thing that we are going to do is we want to convert this h1 tag into our very first component itself, guys. Want to convert this h1 tag into our very first component. Creating a component is very simple. You start off by creating a function itself. Can you guys tell me how to create a function called as heading? Can you guys let me know how to convert how to create a function called as heading? What code should I write for that? Please let me know, guys. Can you guys let me know what code should I write to create a function called as heading, guys? Great. So function function, heading heading right over here, parenthesis, then parenthesis right over here as well. This function heading is going to return to us this h1 tag, guys. This function called as heading is going to return to us this h1 tag itself, guys. So I will write a statement return and return, and this h1 tag right over here, guys, h1 closing h1, and then we'll be having hello world. We'll be saving it right over here, guys. So this function heading is returning to us an h1 tag, as you're able to see right over here. And instead of using this h1 tag right now, we are going to use our custom code, and we are going to put up heading heading. That is the name of the function. And then and closing heading tag as well, heading heading. Okay, so this is what we have written right over here, guys. This is what we have written. We have created a function. Okay, we are creating a function that returns to us the h1 tag, guys. Instead of directly using it right over there inside of a code, we have creating a function is very simple, right? We have already learned about creating a function, how to create a function itself. We have also learned how to return, how to get returns from a function as well. Okay, that whenever we execute that function, we get that as a return statement itself, right? Now that this is how you create a component. This is the very basic component itself. There is a lot more to a component. We are going to look into it, but this is a very basic component. This is what a component is, guys, at the very basics of it. And we are using directly using the h1 tag. We are using that component right over here. Just like you're having an opening paragraph tag and a closing paragraph tag, which is pre-built inside of HTML. Okay, the opening paragraph tag and the closing paragraph tag is pre-built inside of the HTML. Here we have created our very own tag, and we have used it right over here as the opening tag and the closing tag. Now, why do we require an opening and a closing tag? Please try to understand it. You require an opening and a closing tag when there is some content in between it. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. You use this h1 tag right over here, opening h1 tag and the closing h1 tag when there is some content in between them. Right, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Whenever you have a content in between the two tags, that is the reason why you use an opening and a closing tag. Right over here, when you're using the heading tag, do you have any kind of content in between them, guys? Please let me know. Do you have any kind of content in between them? Please let me know, guys. Do you guys have any kind of content in between them, guys? Please let me know. Great. There is no content, right? So in that case, we don't use an opening and a closing tag. We use what is called as a self-closing tag, guys. Instead of using an opening and a closing tag that is using a lot of space, we use something that is called as a self-closing tag. This is referred to as a self-closing tag, guys, wherein the opening tag itself closes itself. Okay, the opening tag only closes itself. As you're able to see, this is called as a self-closing tag, guys, because it does not require any content inside of it. Then why are you wasting your efforts, your code itself to write an opening tag and a closing tag? So to preserve space and make your code a little bit faster, we use a self-closing tag right over here, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. So here that you have created a very basic structure itself. We can go back to our website and reload it, and you will be able to see that now our h1 tag, okay, now our h1 tag is being rendered without actually directly using it. We have converted it into a very basic component, and we are directly using that component itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Does self-closing tag work in HTML as well? There are some self-closing tags such as image tag that you can use in your HTML as well, of course. So now what we're going to do is we are going to update it. See, our point of creating components is that every component should be treated as its very own website itself, right, guys? Every component should be treated as its very own website itself. But right now our component is still present in the same code as our index.js. We need to shift it up to its very own file, guys. We need to shift our heading component into its very own file. So for that particular reason, we are going into our files. We're going to create another file right over here inside of source. We're going to call it as the same as the function name. Whatever the function name is, you need to call this file as the same as the function name, guys. We're going to call it as heading heading dot JSX, guys, because we are going to write JSX code inside of it. We're going to call it as heading dot JSX, guys. Okay. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is this is a JSX file, guys. We know that we're going to write JSX code inside of it. So what is the first requirement right over here? To understand JSX code, what is the first thing that we require right over here, guys? Please let me know. So many of you guys are asking why JSX. This is the reason why I have told you guys to come to the class with revision of the yesterday's class. We have learned what is JSX, why do we use JSX, how to use JSX in yesterday's class. For those guys who are having all these kind of questions, what is JSX? Why are we using it? What are we doing right over here? I'm completely lost. You are lost because of the reason that either you didn't participated in yesterday's class or you didn't pay attention to yesterday's class. So please pay attention to the class, otherwise you will be lost at all. Like if I wanted the class to get over in one day, I would have just made the bootcamp of one day. The reason why it is of 7 days is because every day the class is important. Okay, good. So like I already said, to write a JSX code inside of this particular file, what is the first thing that is required, guys? React. That's absolutely correct, guys. React. We need to get React. We need to require React because React contains Babel. And without Babel, we won't be able to understand the code itself, guys. So let us write it down, guys, right over here. Const React is equals to require React save. Next thing that we have to do is we have to shift our function from our index.js file to our heading.jsx file, guys. We don't want our function to be present inside of our heading index.js, guys. So let's remove this function from right over here and paste the function right over here, guys. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to export this function. Right now, I'm going to write a particular line of code, guys. After writing the particular line of code, I'm going to explain it to you what it means. Okay. So first, let me write this particular line of code, guys. Once I've finished writing this line of code, then I will be letting you guys know what does this particular line of code actually means, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, I hope that they listen to me. So export default HEADING heading. Okay, so let's try to understand this particular line of code, guys. Okay, you are having two files right over here. Okay, index.js and heading.jsx. Are you guys able to see these two files that are there, guys? Index.js and heading.jsx, guys. Okay, in index.js we are using this heading component. Okay, in index.js we are using this heading component, guys, but this heading component is not present inside of index.js. It is present inside of heading.jsx, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Our heading component that we are using inside of index.js is not present right over here. It is present inside of heading.jsx itself, right? Great. So let us go back to our drawing board and let us try to analyze this stuff out. Okay. So let us think about two countries. There is USA, and there is India. Okay. Let us assume that India is our index. Okay, USA is our index.js. USA is our index.js, guys. Okay, and your India right over here is your heading.jsx. India is your heading.jsx, guys. Now USA requires your heading component. USA requires your heading component or spices. Okay, USA's has a requirement. So this is a requirement, guys. This is a requirement. This is a requirement right over here in USA. Okay, USA requires spices. Now India, that is heading.jsx, has the heading component, has these spices with it. Are you guys able to understand it? India has these spices in it, guys. USA requires these spices. So what will India do? India will export these spices, right? India will export these spices and USA will import these spices itself to use it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. India has spices, so it will export these spices, and US wants spices to use, so they will import the spices itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Right? So so India must be exporting a lot of different stuff. India means India has a lot of different stuff. India has spices. India has a lot of natural resources. India has a lot. India has clothing. India has so many different stuff inside of it. But when it is exporting, it is not exporting everything that is present inside of the country. It is just exporting one thing at a time, right? India is not exporting everything that is present inside of the country, right? They are just exporting one thing at a time. So by default, what should get exported? By default, what should get exported? By default, spices should get exported, right? So the default export should be spices, so that if anybody else is importing something, by default, spices should be getting exported. If USA is importing something from India, by default, from India, spices should get exported so that they are able to import it. Okay. So in a similar manner, you are having this index.js that is having a requirement of the heading component. And your heading.jsx has your heading component inside of it. So you are going to, this heading.jsx is going to export by default the heading component that is then going to be imported by our index.js and used right over there, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? So we are able to create multiple files containing its very own component, has its very own code, and another index.js file that is able to export these components and use it on its own. There is no interrelationship between the two files. We are able to take the heading.jsx in its entirety and use it right over there, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand? If you're still not able to understand, just relate it. Just relate it in between USA and India. Okay, USA has to import spices to use it. India has to export by default spices itself. Right? Okay, just keep that in mind, guys. This is the easiest way in which I can make you guys understand. If you are still not able to listen to me carefully, just revise the video once again. You will be able to understand it. Okay, so here I've exported by default the heading itself. Okay, by default I've exported heading right over there, guys. And inside of our index.js, I'm going to import our heading, guys. I'm going to import our heading. So import, okay, heading from heading.jsx, guys. From /heading.js. So what I've done right over here is I've told JavaScript that import the heading component. Okay, import the heading component from the file called as heading. Okay, you can write heading.jsx as well, just for proper understanding. So dot slash, what does this dot slash basically mean? Okay, what is this dot slash that basically is there right over here? Are you guys able to see that index.js and heading.jsx are present inside of the same folder? Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Index.js and heading.jsx are present inside of the same folder. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Yes. So when you are writing dot slash that is present inside of the index.js, it is basically saying that, okay, wherever this index.js file is present, dot slash, the meaning of dot slash, guys, wherever this index.js file is present inside of the same directory, inside of the same folder, find a file that is called as heading.jsx, guys. Find a file that is called as heading.jsx. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Awesome, awesome. So heading, you can either ignore, you can write .jsx as well. You can either choose not to write .jsx. It is absolutely fine. There is no problem whatsoever with it. If you save this, if you go back to your website and reload the page, everything is okay. I just went to Google. Everything is working absolutely fine. Okay, this hello world is being shown to you guys as a component itself. Okay, this is shown to you guys as a component itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. I've shared the attendance link with you guys in the live chat. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:11. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:11. I will be sending the attendance link for 2 more minutes. After 1 more minute, then I will not be sharing the attendance link. Okay. Like I said, guys, the attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:11, guys. Okay, exactly at 8:11. Then we'll be continuing with the class, of course. Okay, I have provided you guys with the attendance link in the live chat. I provided you guys with a lot of attendance links in the live chat. For 1 more minute, I will be providing it. After that, I will not be able to provide it to you guys. Please start filling up the attendance form right now itself. Okay, done. Now I will not be providing the attendance link. I provided you guys with immense attendance links up till this particular point of time. Please start filling up the attendance link right now. Okay. In the meanwhile, guys, just open up my website, go to free boot camps. How many registrations? 6,000 registrations. That good. That good. That good. Okay, guys, one more thing that from the 1st of May, we are going to start off with one more bootcamp of ours, that is Learn DevOps for Web Development. If anybody is interested to join that, you guys can definitely join it. Okay. So can we frame motion with React.js? Frame motion, I'm not able to understand the meaning. I hope that you're talking about motion framing. If that is the case, you want to see some animations using React.js. See, React.js is not the only tool. For example, if you want to see some animations using React.js, of course you can do that. That is used using SAS or CSS, whatever you want to use it right over there, and JavaScript. That is what you use to do that, guys. Okay. So when will you give the project? The project will be happening on the 7th day, of course, right? I've already told you guys the structure of the classes. First day basics, second, third day JavaScript, fourth, fifth, sixth day React.js, and then on the 7th day we will be having our project. I think so. I already told you guys, right? Dot slash means upper folder. Yes, Melvin, KV, that is the thing. So I've only got DevTown certificate. I didn't get the other certificates. Mostly you must have not done the project submission, or the project submission must not be complete, or you must have done it after the submission deadline. So please check that up. Or else you didn't add 100% attendance. If you have 100% attendance, only then. The DevTown certificate, we send it to everybody. We don't take up anything. We give it to you guys as a participation certificate itself. So when we are having the CSS and HTML bootcamp, so right now I have planned for you guys 3 bootcamps up till this particular point of time. So the 3 bootcamps that I've already planned for you guys is the backend web development bootcamp with JavaScript, Node.js, and Express. That is going to start on the 17th April. I think so. We have got a lot of registrations for that as well. Let me just check. So from 17th April, we are having this backend web development bootcamp. It already has somewhere around 20,500 students that have registered for it. Let us see how many people come live. So like I said, backend web development bootcamp is scheduled on 17th. Then we are having the Learn About AI bootcamp that is starting on 24th April. Then we are having the Learn DevOps for Web Development bootcamp. Okay. So the DevOps bootcamp is starting on 1st of May. So you will be learning Docker, Kubernetes, CI/CD. You will be learning about GitHub version control. So that will be happening inside of the DevOps bootcamp. Then you are having a Python masterclass, Zero to Hero, that is going to start on 8th of May. So all these bootcamps I've already planned it for you guys. Let us see how that happens. Okay. There's a lot that I planned for you guys. We'll definitely want you guys to look into it as well. Okay. Great. Awesome. So the time. Will you conduct sessions on cloud computing? Yes, in the future we'll be having sessions on cloud computing as well. And this will now be closed. Yes, today I will be taking up 2 attendances itself. We'll be taking up one attendance after 5 minutes or 10 minutes itself. Once again, let us see how that happens. Okay, so let us continue from right over there itself, guys, where we had previously stopped. Okay. Okay, so right over here where we had stopped. Okay, I'll be taking up one more attendance, guys, after 5 minutes. I am feeling that a lot of people are coming up from outside that are able to fill up the attendance link. I want to remove them. I don't want to give them the certificates itself. So we'll be sharing the attendance link once again after 5 minutes, because those people who have filled up the attendance link will now think that the attendance is done and they will leave the class. So we'll share the attendance link once again, guys. For those who wants to participate in any of, so like I've already said, guys, we have planned a lot of different events for you guys. On 17th, we are going to start off with the backend web development bootcamp. After that, you are having the AI bootcamp that is going to start on 24th April. Okay. We are going to have the DevOps bootcamp that is going to start from the 1st of May. So, like I already said, the 4 pillars of web development, right? So that is the DevOps bootcamp. After that, we will be having the Python masterclass 0 to hero. After that, we'll be having one more cloud computing bootcamp as well, most probably. So if you guys want to register for these events, you can definitely do that. I've provided you guys with the, so for every single bootcamp, you will have to register yourself individually. Okay, to get a certificate for every single bootcamp, you will have to register yourself individually for each of these bootcamps itself to attend them. I've already pinned up the link for the same. If you guys want to register yourself for these events, definitely register yourself for the same. I will be your instructor for that as well. Let us see how that goes on. Okay, so let's continue from right over here itself, guys. Like I've already said, okay, we have created our very first component called as the heading component, guys, right? I want you guys to help me create another component called as the paragraph component, just to revise everything and to make sure that you guys are able to understand everything properly. Could you guys let me know how to create a component? Okay, how to create a component of paragraph? Okay, a paragraph component. Can you guys let me know what is the first step of creating paragraph component, guys? Could you guys let me know what is the first step of creating a paragraph component, guys? Could you guys let me know what is the first component of creating a paragraph function component itself, guys? Create a function. Okay, sure, I will create a function. What should be the name of the function, guys? Somebody is saying create a paragraph.jsx file. Somebody is creating a paragraph function. What is the step that we should do, guys? Should we create a function first, or should we create a paragraph.jsx, guys? Should we create a JSX file, or should we create a function first of all? Please let me know. Let us do a poll on this. Let us put a poll. Okay. What to do first? File.jsx or function function. Ask community. I have put up a poll in the live chat, guys. Let me know what should be done first, guys. File.js. Should we do a .jsx file first, or should we do a paragraph function first, guys? What should we do, guys? Please start filling up it with votes. Please start filling it up with votes, guys. I want to understand what is your thought process when we are looking at it, guys. I want to understand what is your thought process, guys. Okay, so the correct answer to this is to create a file. Okay, because you want to create a file, right? The file will be containing your code. The file, that is your .jsx file, is going to contain your function, not the index.js. The correct way of doing it is creating a .jsx file, guys. Creating a .jsx file. That is the correct way of doing it, guys. Okay, just remember that. So we'll be creating a paragraph.jsx file. Right? Let me end the poll right over here. So let me create a file, paragraph.jsx. What is the next step, guys? What should I do? I've created the .jsx file, guys. What should we do right over here? I've created the .jsx file, guys. What should I do next, guys? Please let me know. We need to get the React library. So const React is equals to require React, and next particular thing, create the function. That's great, guys. funcgin function paragraph. What should this function paragraph return, guys? What should this function paragraph return? Could you guys let me know? What should this particular function return, guys? Please let me know. What should this particular function return, guys? Paragraph itself. Great. So return the paragraph tag. Let me just copy it out from index.js. Cut it out from right over here. We'll paste it up inside of here. Put up this. Next thing, we are going to export it, right? So export DFAULT default paragraph. Right, guys? We are done with our paragraph.jsx. What is the next step, guys? What is the next step? Please let me know. What is the next step, guys? Please let me know. What is the next step, guys? Could you guys let me know? We need to import it, right? So we'll go back. We will be importing it. So import from /paragraph, right? What do we need to import, guys? Paragraph function, right? And we'll be using it right over here. So we'll be using it. So paragraph /close, save. We'll go back to our website, reload the page. As you are able to see, our paragraph element is there on our screen as well. So you have created an element as well, guys. Not me, not anybody else. You have created the element, guys. Give me a second. I'm hiding the display for 1 minute, guys. I'm hiding the display for 1 minute. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Okay, we are going to learn a new thing right now, guys. Okay, we are going to learn a new thing right now for you guys to learn. This new thing is very important, guys. This is called as an arrow function. Okay, up till now, the functions that we were using, the function that we were using was called as a normal function, guys. Okay, a very old format of functions that we were using up till this particular point of time. It requires a lot of lines of code to it, and it is a little bit slower as well. There's a new method of creating functions, and we refer to them as arrow functions, guys. Okay, and we refer to it as an arrow function itself, guys. Okay, so this arrow function as well is very important for us right over here, guys. This arrow function as well is very important for us to learn right over here. So we will be now comparing, we will be changing our code from a normal function to an arrow function. Creating an arrow function is very simple, guys. There is nothing too big about it. It is not even complicated as well. But understanding an arrow function is very important, okay? Because it is a new format of functions, right? It is a new format of functions right over here. Okay, so what we'll be doing right now is that we will be converting our heading.jsx file. The function that we are having right over here, we'll be converting it from a normal old ass function to a new function, that is our heading arrow function. Okay, heading arrow function itself. So to do that, it is very simple. Okay, to do that, it is very simple. Just follow these steps right over here, guys. Follow these steps that I'm showing to you guys right now. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is remove this function keyword. Okay, remove this function keyword itself, and instead of that, write variable var. Instead of using function, remove it and write var right over here, guys. var. Okay, var heading. Okay, instead of using function, write var heading, write an equal to sign after that. Var heading is equals to, then the parenthesis. After the parenthesis, create a particular arrow, guys. After the parenthesis, create a particular arrow right over here. And then remove the return statement and the curly braces. Return the return statement and the curly braces, and you have converted your function, your old ass function, into an arrow function. Okay, the arrow function has two major benefits to it. First, the code is very small when compared to a traditional function. It is very easy to understand as well. And second, it is very fast when compared to traditional functions. It is very fast when compared to a traditional function, guys. Let us do one thing. Let me copy this out from right over here. Let us copy this out. Let me change it up and let me convert it into the older version of function. This was the older version of function, guys, and this is the latest version of your arrow function. Okay, let me try to convert it once again, guys. Let me try to convert it once again. What is the first step, guys? What is the first step? Could you guys let me know how to convert our old function into an arrow function? What is the first step, guys? Could you guys let me know? What is the first step, guys? Please let me know. First step is var. Amazing. Remove the function, convert it into var. Var is var heading. What is the next step, guys? What is the next step? Please let me know. We have converted our function into var. What is the next step, guys? What is the next step, guys? What is the next step after this, guys? Please let me know. We have removed function and replaced it with var. The next thing that we need to do is put an equal to sign right over here, guys. Put an equal to sign right over here. So var heading is equals to an empty parenthesis. Var heading is equals to an empty parenthesis, guys. Next step, because as the name suggests, this is an arrow function. This is an arrow function. So we need to put an arrow right over here, guys. We'll create an arrow right over here. Okay, we'll create an arrow right over here, guys. Then because this is a one-liner stuff, okay, why is the reason that we are removing these curly braces and the return statement? Because this is just a one-line return function. Okay, we have no other code inside of it. So to make it even simpler, because there is no, we are just using one line of code that is also returning something right over there. There is no other code present inside of a function. Due to that particular reason itself, we are removing the return statements and the parentheses. Otherwise, you can keep it right over there and then you can write multiple lines of code as well. But right now, because this particular arrow function does not require it, okay, that is the reason why we are doing it right over here. So as you're able to see, I have saved it right over here, guys, and you are able to create a very simple component using an arrow function itself. Using an arrow function itself. So we have saved it. We'll convert our paragraph.jsx into an arrow function as well. So var paragraph, put up an equal to sign, put up a arrow right over here, remove the return statement and the curly braces, and we are having ourselves an arrow function right over here as well. Okay, are you guys able to see this and understand it? Please let me know. We have created our very first arrow functions as well, guys. We are able to create our very first arrow functions as well, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Okay, so these type of small things are very crucial for you guys to get to the next level, guys. Okay, if you guys are not understanding these small things, then a lot of different problems will be faced by you guys at a later point of time. Okay, why are we changing our function to var? We are not changing our function to var. We are changing our function to an arrow function. And this is how you create an arrow function itself. The reason why we are changing it right over there is because it is easy to write, easy to understand, takes up less space, as well as it is faster than our traditional functions as well. Okay. Okay, great, guys. So we'll keep it up till this particular point itself. Like I've already told you guys, we are having some more boot camps after this boot camp as well. For example, after this boot camp, we are having a backend development boot camp that is going to start on 17th, where you guys will be learning JavaScript once again. Then you will be learning Express.js, Node.js. You will be learning NPM. You will be learning Nodemon, how to create your own server. All these different things you will be learning in the backend web development boot camp itself. Okay, after that you are having the AI bootcamp, the DevOps bootcamp, as well as the Python bootcamp. So you guys can continue your learning process with us, guys. The main thing that I'm telling you guys again and again and again is that every day you're getting plenty of time. You're getting plenty of time to revise stuff and come to the next particular class itself. Okay, you have to revise everything and come to the next class, guys, otherwise you will be forgetting everything, and then again the same questions will be coming up right over there, that what is JSX, why are we using JSX, what is happening right over here, I'm not able to understand anything. Revise everything, guys. Just being in the class, listening to it makes no difference. It will be better if you guys are putting that much efforts and that much time into watching Netflix or something else, guys, instead of wasting it on studies. That will be my suggestion to you guys itself. Okay, please do not waste your time right over here. This class is not to waste your time, guys. If you're coming to the class, make sure that you are here for your studies. You're not here to like chill. This is not a place to chill itself. Okay, not waste your time on studies. Use it thoroughly on watching some good Netflix series, some good anime. You want some examples, you want some options from me. I have watched a lot. Even I didn't waste my time on studies. I utilized a lot of time on watching TV series and anime and shit when I had a job that was paying me 60 lakhs per month, per year, sorry. Okay, 6 lakhs per month, then I would not be here. Okay, so I had a job, I got a job, it was paying me 60 lakhs per year, and then I started watching all these TV shows. Now it is your decision. Do you want to waste your time to study right now to get a good job that is going to pay you like 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 60 lakhs a year? Or do you want to utilize your time very well and watch some TV series, some Netflix, some anime, go behind girls, go behind boys, waste your time when you're in college, whatever you consider well, and get placed at 3 lakh rupees a year? That is your particular lookout, not mine. I will just be giving you guys a brief introduction about your life. Okay. Make sure that you guys are studying every day. Okay. This is the age to make something good of your life. At a later point of time, when you will realize that now I've wasted my opportunity, now the time has run out for me, it will become very, very bad for you. You will start regretting a lot of things that you have done. Your friends won't be able to support you. No friend is going to give you money to just survive and do murder gasti with him. No friend is that good. Everybody will go to get their own jobs, everybody will do their own things itself. Did you quit your job? No, I just got a better package. Right now I'm at I cannot disclose my package itself that I'm currently at, but it is approximately equivalent to an E-class on-road price in Bangalore. E-class Mercedes. So that is my current CTC. So I got a I can tell you guys an increment level. It was approximately 30% increment. That is the reason why I was like, fuck yeah, money. Next job. So that is how it happened. So my suggestion to you guys is that in college, okay, you have to work hard. You have to decide that whether you want to live on 3 lakh rupees a month or you want to live on 3 lakh rupees a year. The lifestyle that will be there will be very different. Very different. Okay. So try to understand this, try to think about it itself. Okay. And that is how you will be able to proceed further. See, my job right over here is to give you guys a mirror. Okay. Is to give you guys just a mirror. You have to see how much are you standing about right now, how much more do you have to study, how much deep into waters you are at any particular point of time. So think about it. Okay, I can give you tips, I can show you an entire road as well. And for those guys who are thinking about ki I am from mechanical, I am from civil, I am from chemical, please try to understand it, guys. Right now I am taking up interviews for more than 15 different companies. For more than 15 different companies, I'm the interviewer. I create the interviews, I bring students in, I do their training, I take up the interviews, I get them into companies itself. Okay. So I'm taking up interviews for these companies as well. In no company do they look whether you are at CSE, whether you're doing IT, whether you're doing mechanical, civil, chemical, anything. They don't care about it. They look at just three things. Do you have the right knowledge? Do you have the right skill set? Do you have the right experience? If you are having it, then you are most welcome into their particular company. If you don't have it, please continue fucking off from every single interview. That is what they are having right now. It is as simple as that. As simple as that, guys. You have to study. There is no other way about doing it. No company, for example, at DevTown, like I can even show it to you guys. Okay. So even DevTown right now places almost 800 students a month. Okay. And whoever gets placed, we place students into Microsoft, Accenture, Flipkart. We have students at Amazon, Oracle, Geo. We have students placed in Samsung, Cognizant, Deloitte. We are having students into your BT, that is British Telecom, then Deutsche Bank. We have people into Barclays, Walmart. We have students joining in every single field. All of these students are not from CSE. These are from civil, chemical, mechanical. We have students from biotechnology. We have students from metallurgy, maritime engineering, merchant navy. All these different things we are having right over here, guys. And we get our students into these companies itself. The point that I'm trying to convey right over here is that getting into a company is just like, think about it as you have to. So when you wanted to get into IIT Bombay, you were aiming for very good colleges, right? You wanted to get into IIT Bombay, you wanted to get into NIT Trichy. Okay, all these big ass like colleges, you wanted to get into it, right? So what did you have to do? You had to study for JEE mains and advance. For all these different companies as well, they have a hiring process. This hiring process is the exact same as JEE mains and advance. It has a syllabus to it. It has a particular format to it. What type of questions are going to be asked inside of the interviews? How are you going to apply to the interviews? How are you going to get right over there itself? All these different stuff for every single company out there is the exact same, whether it be TCS or whether it be Google. Right now, we are placing more than 12 people every single month into Google. 12 people every single month into Google at a package of 48 to 60 lakhs per annum. Every single month. Our average placements at DevTown is 17 lakhs per annum. The point that I'm trying to convey right over here is there is a format, there is an examination, just like in JEE mains and advanced, how you had to focus yourself to get into a good college. If you are planning to get into a good company, you have to focus yourself, you have to follow that syllabus, you have to follow that exact path and get into that company itself. There is no other way. No other way. There are easy formats, but for that easy format as well, you have to work hard. There's nothing else. You cannot run away from working hard, guys. Always remember that. Okay. What is the minimum placement at DevTown? At DevTown, the minimum placement that we have got is 8 lakhs per annum. 8.6, 8.6 or 8.4 lakhs per annum. That was the minimum placement that we have got at DevTown. Highest placement that we have got is 60 lakhs per annum at Google. Average placement that we have got is 17 lakhs per annum. We categorize our students into A, B, C. So the category A students have an average package of 27 lakhs per annum. Category B has an average package of 17 lakhs per annum. Category C has an average package of about 12 to 13 lakhs per annum. That is how we categorize our students and get them the placements. So all these different stuff that we are doing, we are not just like, we have 36 hiring partners with us. We are having Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, Oracle, Geo, all these companies hiring from us. The reason for that is because if you want to get placed into this company, you have to follow the syllabus. You have to work hard. You have to practice coding every single day. Not key like I practice it for a week, now I'm doing shit. No. You have to practice every single week itself. Every single day, not every single week, every single day. Then only you will be able to crack it. Okay? Do it properly, guys. There is no escape from. See, at the end of the day, placement is what you are behind, right? You took admission to a company, college. You are coming to this boot camp. You have to work hard. There's no other way of doing it. Not run. So please, when you're coming to tomorrow's class itself, make sure that you guys are coming with the proper revision, guys. Can I expect that from you guys tomorrow? Please let me know. Can I expect that from you guys tomorrow, guys? That you will be coming with proper revision? Can you promise me just one thing, just one step into that? Yes, from today onwards, I will work hard. I will achieve my dreams. I will achieve my goals. Okay, I will do everything that is possible. What is your goal? To have a very good, very hot looking girlfriend or a very hot looking boyfriend. If you have 60 lakhs in your bank every single year, I guarantee you that girls won't give you, like, they won't come to you. Their fathers will bring the girls and give it to you. The fathers of the boy that you are having a crush on, they will come and ki le ja bhai mere bachche ko. They will come and give it to you. You are having a dream of getting the best car, you can get it. You are having the dream of opening your own house, putting your parents right over there, giving them the best particular life possible. Do it. Work hard. Show me that today you will work hard, tomorrow you will revise and come to tomorrow's class just one particular step in the right direction, guys. Okay, and I'm expecting that you guys will be able to do it. I am having the full confidence on you guys. Okay, and you guys should also have the full confidence in yourself. I believe in you. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. We'll come in tomorrow's class once again, and we will be continuing from right over there. Please revise everything in tomorrow's class while coming, and then we'll be continuing from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. I'm so tired. My hand is like this. Bye, guys. Okay.